There are many opposing opinions on whether or not The Wizard of Oz should be banned. Both of the sides have great arguments, but what is your opinion? Listen to this and maybe you'll decide. After reading both the book and looking at many different articles, I have decided that I don't think it should be banned. But if you look online, you can find many different opposing opinions on whether or not they think it should be banned. Here are what the articles say and what their arguments are. And maybe you will be able to follow the yellow brick road to your decision. After reading the book and even looking for these so-called inappropriate topics, I still wasn't able to find any of them. And the perspective I had on the book had never changed since when I read it as a child. All that I had found were great and exciting topics that would improve a child's imagination.
Imagination.
A little sidetracked, but here's an article about not just banning books, but also social networking. A few years ago on Facebook, a man posted a comic that made fun of Adam and Eve. Facebook removed that comic because of its nudity and how offensive it was. An article that I read on the Huffington Post showed, and I quote, New York Magazine recently discovered that customers attempting to purchase Naomi Wolf's newest book, Vagina, were told that the book in question was in fact called V star 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 A. This is taking away the author's freedom of speech because she does not have the right to name the books that she wrote anything she wants. It might seem as if I am ranting on about the articles censoring modern-day media, but in fact, the banning of those things are related to the banning of The Wizard of Oz because both of those media have several groups of people on each side of the ban. I just found that it was a little easier to understand the situation by relating it to a modern-day one, and I hope that is the same with you, the viewer. In the article, Banning Books is not funny, it's dangerous, a man says, instead of banning books, why not teach children that what they read isn't necessarily real life? I do and don't agree with this statement. I agree because adults do not want their kids to think that everything is magical and they have to come to reality. I think this is part of the reason some want it banned. I don't agree though, because I think it won't hurt kids at a young age to have a great imagination. Plus, what bad is some belief in magic going to do? Now, let's have an interview with someone who thinks this book should be banned.
Hi, I think the book The Wizard of Oz should be banned because it promotes slavery by the monkeys being enslaved by the witch, and it promotes drugs by the poppy field that the witch puts on Dorothy and her friends.
This is an opinion from a person who thinks it should be banned. I don't agree with this, but this person has the right to their opinion, and there are two opposing sides to this situation. Out of all of the opposing opinions on the matter, I believe that banning The Wizard of Oz is a very bad decision. It is being ignorant on the adult side because they're not allowing the children to have an imagination. Plus, I think that they are overthinking any inappropriate topics. The age group that the book is targeted toward would never think that the poppy fields are a relation to drugs or that the monkeys are a relation to slavery. They think that is all fun and silly. So as you can see, there is nothing wrong with The Wizard of Oz, and it should not be banned. Thank you, and have a nice day.